Welcome to the Kling Connection.
Hi friends, so we're in Cozumel today. We decided to take a little trolley tour around town and we stopped in this square. There's some shopping around and lots of people out today just enjoying the weather. It's beautiful, the sun's a little overcast with the clouds, but the temperature is nice and there's a breeze off the beach. We're gonna walk around here, do a little bit of shopping. Might stop and get a little something to drink and then catch the trolley to our next stop and we'll see you there.
Cozumel is a relatively small island and it has limited freshwater resources. Most of the water used on the island comes from desolation of plants, which convert salt water into fresh water. This is an expensive process, so water conservation is an important part to the community in Cozumel. We decided to take a tour around the city, and it was pretty cool actually. The water was a bit rough, and it was definitely not for swimming, but the tour guides that we hired did an amazing job. We met them at the local mall next door, and we jumped on a trolley and rode around the city. Shayna really enjoyed it, and we got to see a lot of cool places like historical churches and buildings, and even got to meet some of the locals, which was kind of cool. You definitely appreciate how people live in the United States when you see places around the country that aren't as well established as everybody else. Around the country, there are all sorts of monuments to not only the ancient people, the Maya, but also to World War II soldiers that served in Mexico, as well as just local civilians that contributed to the economy and the growth of the country. The people in Cozumel really do lead a special life, and while it's not the biggest place in the world, it is definitely welcoming. They really rely upon tourism, so a lot of their stuff is the knick-knacky type of things, but if you want to leave with something really cool and memorable, this is the place to get it.
So you all know me. I love cigars, smoke cigars. I'm not like Ulysses S. Grant type of guy that smokes cigars, but I like cigars. So, I mean, we're here in Cozumel and got myself a Cohiba. You can't get these in the United States. They're from Cuba. So me and Winston Churchill are going to sit here and smoke this today, and then we're going to get ready to go on a tour, Shayna and I, of the city. Looking forward to that. It's about a 3-hour tour, and once I'm done wrapping this up and smoking this fine cigar, we're going to be hitting the road.
When the Spanish arrived in Cozumel in 1518, they unknowingly brought a deadly passenger, smallpox. This disease, new to the Americas, devastated the Mayan population on Cozumel. Estimates suggest that within a few decades, over 90% of the Maya had died from the illness. After the smallpox epidemic and constant pirate raids, Cozumel became largely uninhabited for centuries. The island transferred from a bustling Mayan center to a lonely outpost by the 17th century. It wasn't until the mid-19th century that refugees from the caste war on the mainland repopulated Cozumel.
alcohol, which is tequila. We're gonna learn about it. Best part we're gonna drink, which is the best. We'll show you how the different types of tequilas are and what makes this tequila different than the stuff that you have back home. Right? So first of all, tequila is made out of a plant called agave, which is that one right behind you. Right? That is real life agave. With tequila, you only could use one type of agave called the blue agave. And what makes tequila so special? Tequila could only be produced only in Mexico, nowhere else. No United States, no Europe, no Australia, nowhere else.
Cozumel has been a popular spot for treasure hunters for centuries. There are stories of pirates burying loot on the island, and there have been reports of people finding Spanish coins and artifacts washing up on shore. Whether there's any truth to these stories or not, it adds to the mystique of Cozumel.